Before I watched this movie, I didn't know anything about the drama. It stars Robert Pattinson and Zendaya, who besides Timothy Chalamet and Michael B. Jordan are one of the most well-known stars that can bring an audience to the movie theater. From the trailer, we know that Pattinson and Zendaya are getting married, which we can guess is becoming troubling, and we don't know why that is. That's basically all the information we know from the trailers and A24. Then the PR for the drama gets crazier when for the past few weeks there have been articles from TMZ about parents getting upset about the spoiler of the movie and an essay that the director of the drama, Christopher Bergoli, wrote in 2012 about him as a 27-year-old dating a 17-year-old. Yeah, so the controversy around this movie made me keep repeating the same thought I had when I see anything with the drama. What is this movie? Robert Pattinson was all bruised up and Zendaya looked sad in the posters. What am I getting into watching the drama? Honestly, after seeing the drama, it is surprisingly funny and the questions the movie has are something to think about.
So I want to say this thing about her laugh. Do you know how it's kind of like, it's very cute, but it's also kind of like...
If I tell you the actual plot of the drama, it will mess up the movie for you. So I'm going to be as vague as possible with the plot and not give away any spoilers. The drama is about this couple named Emma and Charlie, who are played by Zendaya and Robert Pattinson. Emma and Charlie are about to get ready for their wedding in a week. One day they have dinner with their best man and maid of honor, Rachel and Mike, who are played by Alana Hayam and Mamoudou Athie. They're all drunk and Rachel recommends they play a game where they reveal the worst possible thing they've ever done in their life. Rachel and Mike reveal the worst thing they had done. Charlie doesn't know the worst thing he's done. And when Emma revealed almost doing the worst thing she's done, everybody was disgusted. After that dinner, it's just a week of Emma and Charlie having the worst tension ever during the most important event in their life. And that's basically the plot of this movie. What Emma reveals will change your whole perspective of the movie and will disturb you from the drama, especially if you saw the spoiler from TMZ. Having said all that, the drama is very nuanced when it comes to what makes a person a terrible human being. Today, everything is black or white, especially when you're on the internet and you either admit mistakes you made or even an anonymous person goes down a rabbit hole on Twitter or whatever and finds some things that you once were and you're a bad person. The drama challenges that throughout the movie, and Christopher uses dream sequences and situations to show everybody's paranoia when it comes to what Emma reveals about herself, including Charlie. Charlie would have these dream sequences throughout the movie that Emma is a bad person, and it terrifies him to the point of him spiraling out on the people he knows. There was one scene where Charlie goes into his office at the art museum, goes through the mail that was on his office table, and finds a picture that reminds him of Emma that makes him yell at his assistant asking her who delivered this picture to him. I was even thinking as a person watching the drama play out that Emma at any moment would just turn crazy, just like Charlie and others did throughout the movie. As serious as the topics and themes that are being tackled in the drama, it is ironically funny, especially after watching the movie. The drama story is set up like a joke or a bit where they give you characters and put them in these uncomfortable situations. You don't know how the story ends, so you keep listening until you hear the punchline and you're laughing. And it's not like a haha type of laugh, but more of a burst out nervous laugh. Everybody, including Charlie that knows about Emma's secret, are judging her because of what she almost did, but didn't do. But everybody that was judging Emma for what she revealed she almost did does the worst thing possible to her, and how she even changed herself from almost being a terrible person to a currently normal person is darkly funny. In any situation when Emma gets into an argument or a normal argument with Charlie, it's fine. But when you add what Emma reveals to us, it's like everybody is not safe. So when you watch the drama, depending on your sense of humor, it could be funny or you could think this movie is insensitive and irresponsible. Another aspect of the drama that I didn't think the movie would tackle but did was the racial and gender part of Judgment. What Emma reveals at the dinner table is not usually what a biracial girl would ever do. So when everybody hears Emma's dark secret, it is shocking, and especially Rachel, a white woman who clearly at that moment looks at Emma as the worst human being on the planet. It's funny to me because not only did Rachel start the conversation by revealing their worst secrets, but she actually did it. So throughout the movie, she's not answering Emma's calls and teases revealing Emma's secret to her loved ones. It's pretty disgusting. Also, Rachel's boyfriend Mike is black, and when they talk about their relationship, you can hear the assumptions she has about her boyfriend. The drama also shows Emma's past, and I won't go any further than to say she went through discrimination. So not only does the drama show you the perspective of what Emma had gone through in her life, but it also reveals the other perspective that Rachel, Charlie, and Mike to an extent have when they hear about Emma's secret. I can't really get into Emma without spoilers, so I'll just say this is one of Zendaya's better performances that I've seen her in the drama. As much as the drama tries to make you better understand Emma and why she has these secrets, at the end of the day, she still thought about it. What I love about Zendaya's performance as Emma was that she translated as a person that overcomes a lot, but still feels she's holding something back. When Emma's secret is revealed, throughout the movie, you can see she is going through more anxiety as the story keeps folding. Paranoia starts creeping in to the point of hearing gossip everywhere she goes, knowing that at any moment, people can find out about her dark secret. Zendaya played that very well, especially towards the first act, seeing the aftermath of her revealing her secret to everyone at the dinner date. Zendaya's performance as Emma was more subtle, innocent, and nuanced than outlandish compared to her fiance Charlie, which makes the character of Emma very interesting. The fact that Emma role was supposed to go to a white actress and Zendaya took it, made it her own, and added layers to the character really makes the performance of Emma really good for the drama. Robert Pattinson is a great actor, and this performance as Charlie proves once again why Pattinson is considered one of the best actors today. Charlie is in an awkward situation, and it slowly drives him insane when he keeps thinking about Emma's secret. In the drama, you do see the difference between Emma and Charlie. That best represents how each character acts as the movie goes along. Emma is more open-minded and authentic, and Charlie is traditional and values other people's opinions. So when Charlie hears Emma's secret amongst his two friends, it just gives him anxiety on how other people will think about this. Past his performance, especially when he had to show awkward body language throughout the movie, perfectly displays that and makes me feel awkward watching him squirm trying to not let this secret make him have second thoughts about the wedding. Charlie wouldn't even give a real answer on what's the worst thing he's ever done. So imagine having this weird situation happening to him and he can't push it aside or anything. So the performance Pattinson gives with him not knowing what to do is great, and also gives some funny, awkward moments, especially in the first act of the movie. The drama is not a flawless movie. There are some things that I wish the movie would add on to make it stronger for me. Zendaya and Robert Pattinson have amazing chemistry as a couple in this movie, and you will see that on screen. I also know that the drama is much more about the perception of the situation than the actual marriage itself. But I did wish we had a lot more time of Emma and Charlie being together before the twist. I'll just say, without spoilers, if the drama builds up the relationship more, it would make the conclusion hit harder for me. Also, as much as I despise the racial character, I thought it was too easy and misled a little bit about the point of the movie. Everybody has a past that they regret, and as much as we understand certain character situations, it shouldn't be dismissed what they did or were about to do. The discussion should be, are you willing to give someone a second chance after knowing their past history? And do we let outside noises show how we actually feel about the situation? Those are my only flaws I had with the drama. The drama will be the most controversial movie this year and will cause a lot of discourse about the plot of the movie. This is a movie that needs to be liked and hated because it brings out discussions about cancel culture, people being performative, and about second chances. It helps that the performance from everybody was great, including Zendaya, Alana Haim, Mamadou Athie, and Robert Pattinson. The movie was well made, from the music by Daniel Pemberton. The writing I thought was really tight, and the editing from this movie was the greatest thing about the drama outside of the acting. I can say for myself that I think the way they handled the twist was risky, but was handled very well. The filmmakers could easily mess up the twist and be hated with the themes of the movie. If you are thinking about bringing your girl, boyfriend, or significant other, this is the worst movie to watch on a movie date. But if you want to check out for yourself and are curious on the subject matter, I would highly recommend it.